Hey, what's going on? I want to tell you about the brand new Shimano Curado K reel. It is fantastic, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So do you remember the E7 Curado? Awesome reels, aren't they? 7.8 ounces for that reel. Then we've got the Curado Eyes that have came out. This is a 70 series, smaller. 8:2 to 1 gear ratio. I like this reel for flipping. Small. One problem I did have with this and another eye is that there was a lot of play in the handle. But hey, it's still a good reel. Like that, and of course, the new Curado 200. I got the high gear 7.4 to 1. And it is the Curado K is what they're calling it. So this is a little bit what it looks like. It has a little bit of throwback, a little bit of green tint there on the spool and the tension knob, back to that E7. This reel weighs 7.6 ounces and it is a $180 reel. Comes with oil, manuals, and that. But the micro module gearing reminds me of the Metanium. Now this is a high dollar reel. It is a pleasure to use. I have not backlashed it at all, which says either I'm getting better at casting. You know, it's a very impressive reel. It's only 6 ounces. Only complaint I have about this reel in particular is that sometimes my thumb will snuck down and hit the bar. I've lost a couple of fish on that, but I've also slammed. A lot of big smallies using this setup right here. St. Croix rods, Legend Tournament, and a Kitech swim bait. But this micro module gearing of the Curado K, very smooth, very nice looking reel. It reminds me so much of the Metanium. The handle on the 200 Curado K is a little bit larger. When we compare them to the E7, E series, and also those new Curado Eyes, just kind of see the difference there, perhaps. But it is a larger handle, and the knobs are also a little bit larger. It reminds me of, well, in fact, they are the Power Grip 2. This is the Power Grip R, what they're calling it, but they look very similar to the older Chronarch 50 here that I have. But Shimano's are probably the best reels made, I think, in terms of quality, less problems. Abby Garcia's have given me fits, so I switched over everything to Shimano. A little bit more maybe on this Curado. It's made in Malaysia. It's not Japanese made. Of course, Chronarch is made in Japan, as well as the Metanium. It is made in Japan. And when you take it apart, as I do with all of my reels, get all of the grease from the factory out of there, give it some oil. Generally they perform noticeably better, but the Japanese reels, they do have better components, better metals, and better bearings. So that's why they cost a little bit more, but a little bit smoother. Definitely pick yourself up one if you want, because they are saying, others that have reviewed this reel are saying that it's one of the best Curados made. So hey, that trickle down technology from a $420 reel to a $180 reel might just be here. So I'm gonna get out tomorrow and use it, and hopefully get into some walleye, maybe some striper, and get a feel for it. Give the Curado a couple casts on the jerk bait on a Rogue. Another jerk bait. Pack the hand warmers in there. Not windy, but it should keep it a little bit more comfortable. And today we've got a couple of minnows too. All right, let's rock and roll. And there's the first cast. That's never good. Oh, we've got the birds and the dead shad.